I just rewatched Interstellar and I noticed what seemed like a mistake. I just cannot unsee this. So the same footage is being used twice in completely different contexts. First, right in the beginning when Cooper has this crash dream sequence. Look at this. Remember this footage. And then about an hour something into the movie, there, when they're entering Miller's planet's atmosphere, it's the exact same footage. And at first I thought this was a simple mistake, but then I realized this is Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan wouldn't reuse the same footage without a purpose, right? Like, it just didn't make sense until I looked at it from another perspective. This is the opening scene, and we see a crash in which that person inside that crash realistically should have died. So what if that's what actually happened? What if Cooper actually died in that accident right in the beginning of the movie? And I usually dismiss these Cooper's death theories, but I continued watching the movie with this theory in my mind, and oh boy, does it change everything. So he dies, and then everything we see from there is his journey into the afterlife. He can't stay on Earth and has to leave. The Lazarus mission hints at Cooper's death and his journey into the unknown. On the Endurance, the crew always refers to the big sleep, which is a clear metaphor of death. Then the dialogue, the words his kids speak, they sound so much like private thoughts that a person would have about their parent who suffered an untimely, accidental death. When Cooper is in front of Gargantua, Tars tells him,
"See you on the other side, Coop."
"See you there, Slick!" Dr. Mann tells Cooper right before you die, you see your children. And after Cooper crosses Gargantua's event horizon, symbolizing the final transition, he sees Murph in the Tesseract. And when Murph is on her deathbed, he is there to greet her on the other side. I always thought it was so weird when he entered the room full of people that no one seems to notice or even acknowledge Cooper. It's almost like he's a ghost. And that's the thing about these Nolan movies, they make sense in so many different layers. You can peel off the layer of science and it still makes sense in science, and you can peel off the same scene philosophically and it also makes sense, and then you apply the same thing spiritually and it also makes sense. I just can't unsee this.